Hi Internet, welcome to part 2 of my Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale haul. I made about 3 orders. If you're interested in my first video, you can check out my channel. So let's go ahead and open up this box. Very heavy. All right, we have a lot of goodies in here. I'm going to start with this box. I think it's another projector wallflower. I have my Princess Carriage one here from my first haul. It is so pretty. Okay. It looks like it came in good condition. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of its bubble wrap. Okay, it's very pretty in person. I really like the tassels. So I bought this for like less than $5 USD. Regular price is $19.95. And I mentioned in a previous, or the first part of the series, that the reason I picked up multiples of these is because wallflower plugs kind of stop like working well after a while. Like I typically go through like 2 or 3 a year and then I throw them out because they get kind of yucky sometimes and it's due to the oil coming out and then it goes into the plug and that can cause an FIRE. I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to say the word. But yeah, so I replace these often. So there's the entire view. It says Disney on the bottom. Very pretty crown. I'm going to put it right over the mannequin. But yeah, super nice. This is what the back looks like. So it's very light. I don't like when they're too heavy because then they start coming off the wall. I think for this one that I have, the carriage one that I showed in the first part of the series, in the reviews, there were people who mentioned that the plug would lean over because the carriage is so heavy, and it is heavy, but I don't have that, or I don't seem to have that problem. um but yeah, this is a lot lighter than the carriage in my opinion. It's smaller and it matches the theme of my room. I mentioned in previous videos that I do have gold accents in this room. So yeah, if this lasts me like 6 months, like that's a win for $5. The average, like the plugs I usually get are the cheapest ones, which are like $7.95, and this has a projector. It looks pretty, and it's cheaper. So of course I had to pick it up. I try to pick 1 or 2 up every semi-annual sale because I actually use them every day. So yeah, very very pretty. And there's even like an indentation where the crown is sitting, or the tiara, whatever. Very, very cute. I'm trying to see if there's any other information about this. Okay, it doesn't look like it has a name, but yeah, super, super pretty. Definitely worth the $5 or less than $5 in my opinion. All right, we have a body cream. So I did pick up a lot of princess stuff just because I like the packaging and also I use these products. And I mentioned in the first part of the series that for the summer, I'm not going to be going for like intensive skincare, like for my body or whatever. I'm going to leave that for winter. In the winter, I'll probably buy a different brand, but these are cheaper. They smell good and gorgeous packaging and semi-annual sale. So this was like maybe $4. Very pretty packaging. Let me see if okay, it is open already, so it's not sealed. That's unfortunate. It smells really girly and pretty. But yeah, this is most of these products are functional. I would say the only thing that's like not the most functional is this. Um, because it's I mean it's to make the space smell nice, but that's it. But yeah, I want my space to smell nice. It makes me happy, so it makes sense. But yeah, this is really really pretty. On the back it says graceful, kind, thoughtful. Very nice. I'm not a huge Disney person, but I do like the artwork they went with. It's very coquette. The bows and stuff in the background, really pretty. There's a lot of detail. And you know what? I think this might be also like Aurora based because I'm looking at the crowns, these crown icons right here, and they kind of look like the crown. So, yeah. So that might be part of like the same like princess category. All right. This item, this was free. So this is part of the everyday luxuries. They almost never have them on sale. And they had other ones for like $10. I think they had Hello Happiness for $9.95, and they're usually 19, I think. 18.95. So I had a reward. So I decided to get a full priced item for free. So I'm gonna go ahead and smell this. It had great reviews, and I'm really impressed with another product I got for free from the Everyday Luxuries. I think this is part of the Everyday Luxuries. The Love Unleashed. Look how like this is maybe less than a month of using it. This smells so so good, and the moment I sprayed it, I knew exactly what scent. It's I think Killian Don't Be Shy, and I had bought a sample years ago after hearing about like Rihanna smelling good, and I bought the Killian. I bought the travel size because it's so expensive, and just to spend some time with the scent. And it doesn't really last a long time on me, but this smells exactly like it. So I was just like, oh yeah, like no one has to tell me what this is a dupe for. So yeah, I was like, wow, their everyday luxuries are really good. As you can see, like that's a lot of usage because I use so much of the products on my shelf. So the fact that I've only had this for like maybe a month and this is how much I've used it, and I still use other stuff. Like it's very telling. So highly recommend if you like Killian Don't Be Shy. I think that's the scent. You're gonna have to maybe double check. But Love Unleashed smells so freaking good. And I don't typically buy sprays from Bath and Body Works. I like the Victoria's Secret ones more. Um, but it smells really, really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this. I'm really excited. And look how pretty the cap is. That's another reason I like Victoria's Secret scents better because the packaging is also a lot prettier. But this is really, really pretty and luxe looking. So let me go ahead and try this. That smells amazing. I don't know what this is a dupe for, but I'll take it. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. Sweet mandarin, opulent muguet, sensual amberwood. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I've never seen that before. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on this one. Okay, so let's move on. So again, I got this for free, which is awesome. This was not on sale. I was really hoping to get more everyday luxuries on sale, but they're just like I don't want to spend $10 on a mist. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. Most of the stuff I buy, like I try to keep it like it's a sale. It's a semi-annual sale, so I'm looking to spend as little as possible and get the most amount of value. All right, another one. So this is an experiment. I don't have anything like this in my on my shelves, and I've heard about it for like maybe a couple years. Like that Bath and Body Works has a chocolate fragrance spray. And I have like some gourmands, but I don't have anything chocolatey. So I thought, you know what, for like $4, why not? And have it as part of my collection. I can mix it with my other scents. And just because it's summer doesn't mean I stop using gourmands. Like I spend a lot of time at home. My home is well air conditioned. So I allow myself to have gourmand sprays on my body during the summer, because I'm usually cold at home, which is a great feeling. I love the cold. So, so let me go ahead and try this out. I'm nervous. It had a lot of great reviews. I don't really care for the packaging that much. It's a little on the nose. Oh, chocolate amber. Yeah. So it's a little on the nose, but let's go ahead and give this a go. That's a vibe. That's really freaking good. Um, Okay, so it's the fragrance notes are vanilla orchid, honey chocolate, and warm amber. I can't stop smelling it. It smells like straight up dessert. But it smells like complex. It's not like you can tell there's individual notes. So very good for like $4.23. And I think I might have applied a coupon, made it cheaper. I don't know, but very, very, very pleased with that. And I'm happy to have that as part of my collection. I want to say the closest I have to that scent might be the Victoria's Secret Amber Romance Brulee. And there is a bit of a dent. I've had this for a few months. So I love combining this with other scents. So yeah, so these are going to be sitting together, the Chocolate Amber and Amber Romance from Victoria's Secret. Okay, so far I'm very, very thrilled. And I actually I got an email that I have another reward for an 18.95. I think that's what it is, up to $18.95 for your free product. And I was like, I'm not going to place a fourth order. I already like kind of bought everything I needed. And I wish the coupons lasted a lot longer than they did. I think it's only like a few months, and I'm probably not gonna buy anything until the next semi-annual sale. So I'm just gonna have it in the back of my pocket or like the back of my head. Like if I do walk by a Bath and Body Works, I can just go in and get my free product. But I really don't want to place another order. I feel like three orders is already too much for me because I'm trying to cut back on spending and we don't have a lot of space. Um, but yeah, there is a little bit of guilt in buying this much stuff because I have limited space, but I know I'm going to use this stuff. Like Project Pan taught me that yes, I can use like a tube of lotion like a week. Like I can do it and I don't have to force it either. Um but yeah, okay, so I'm going to move on to the next item. And I can't wait to smell these. I want to keep everything sealed to keep it fresh or whatever and like prevent leaks. But yeah, these body washes were really cheap. So this is Dreaming of Rio. I thought it would be great for summertime. Golden bananas, gardenia petals, and sunlit cedarwood. I'm very tempted to open them up to take off the seal and like smell it. Um, but at the same time, again, I want to prevent leaks, especially if I'm going to be storing it in like a weird way, because I'm going to have to cram everything in one space. So yeah, I don't want it to leak, so I'm not going to open it. Don't really care for the packaging, but again, we like this is something we use a lot. I go through maybe two of these a month. So it just yeah. And that's just my stuff. I also got stuff for my partner. So all right, moving on. Uh-oh. Okay, so it looks like this one is bent. Let me see if I can fix it. All right, kind of. So this is Forever Red. This is another body cream. Let me smell this one. Wow, that smells super pretty. So this it smells like perfume. Um Fiery pomegranate, red peony, rich vanilla rum, oak wood. Very, very pretty. But yeah, the smell is really nice. Don't really care for the packaging. Like most of these purchases had nothing to do with the way they looked. I just thought, hey, this is something practical. Um, and I like to engage in self care that's affordable. And yeah, so these are I feel like the sale was really accessible. Like as somebody who's like a little bit more frugal, I feel like I definitely got a lot of value out of the sale. So this is the next one. Really cool packaging. This is whiskey toast. I got this for my partner. Really pretty. I think this might be from like the winter collection or something because that looks like a snowflake. That indentation on the container. It's on the back too. Ooh, one of the there's something like poking here, sticking out. But anyway, I think this might be for grip. But yeah, really pretty. I don't really know what it smells like. I just again like my partner doesn't care as long as it doesn't smell girly, so I just get them kind of whatever. Sometimes I will buy a um let me see. I feel like I bought him a body spray, but it's not here. But anyway, I was gonna say that sometimes if I see like a really cool product that I think he'll like, I'll get it for him. It doesn't always have to like I don't have to randomly grab it. Sometimes it's intentional. Like I got him um in previous orders when there were other sales, I bought him like anything like that has to do with like outer space, astronomy, things like that. He likes those kind of things. So but yeah, that's the next one. And then here I have Carrot Charm. I wanted to there were so many to choose from. It was hard, but I mentioned in the first video of the series like I to narrow down my options, I tried to choose green and pink and the new shower curtain that I put up is so pretty and it has both green and pink. So I'm like, why not get some pinks, some green stuff? Carrot Charm. I have no idea what this is gonna smell like. It says orange carrot, juicy nectarine, sugared musk. Um, it's a body wash. I got it for like $4, and yeah, practical item. Okay. And I have another one, and I mentioned the reason I've been picking up a lot of these creams is because I like to use them to massage my muscles. So, which I'll do like sometimes multiple times a day. So this is Cactus Blossom. Very interesting packaging. So this is an ultimate hydration body cream. So I have a lot of creams here. Um, I also have lotions from the first order. And I did mention that I'm going to try to go through all of the creams before even touching the lotions because these expire faster. So this is cactus flower petals, fresh citrus, vanilla coconut. Let me go ahead and smell it. It's really unfortunate that these are not sealed. Like Victoria's Secret seals theirs, so I'm kind of annoyed about that. That's very, very pretty. This actually smells like something Victoria's Secret would make. Very pretty, girly. All right. Next product. This is Off the Vine. I feel like I've smelled this before in the store and I really liked it. Like last year or something. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab it. Yeah, it smells very earthy, very green. So this is heirloom tomato garden geranium Mediterranean moss. So yeah, it works. Okay, another cream. Um, I got this one because I've heard good things about this. Life's a Fairy Tale. I think I also ordered the wallflower replacement. I think that's coming in a third order, and I'm really excited for the third order to come in. Um, Mainly so I can like start organizing things and put everything in its like um in its category. So this is Life's a Fairy Tale. The packaging is really pretty. I feel like it kind of matches the wallflower I have here. You see with all of the icons that are being projected. So yeah, so this is um Charming Berries, Floral Fairy Tale, and Kingdom Woods. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and smell this. Very pretty. All right, another body wash. Tiana, again, I was trying to go for green. Really, really pretty artwork here. It looks like there's a lot of beads. Like the beads are like making these pretty leaves or whatever. I don't know if those are tiaras. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not really a big Disney person. So this is Delicate Water Lily, Gilded Amber, and Shimmering Bayou Woods. Sounds great. I heard good things about this too from the subreddit for Bath and Body Works. All right. We have Life's a Fairy Tale body wash. I have zero intention of layering the body washes with the creams. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like my skin doesn't smell like the body wash when I come out of the shower that I'm using. Maybe I'm just washing it off too good or something. I don't know. But um, yeah, I just bought this, sale. I need it and it's pretty. Why not? All right. Final item. This is, oh wait, did I go through the notes? It's probably the same as the cream. Let me see. Yeah, it's the same. So it's Charming Berries, Floral Fairy Tale, and Kingdom Woods. Gingham Love. I heard really good things about this one. Sugared Red Berries, Blushing Freesia, Rose Meringue. Very cool. I'm excited to use these products. So let's see how many body washes I have. So I bought 5 for me. So that's like 2.5 months worth. um, and then this is for my partner. He goes through them a little slower. I think maybe I use too much product. I don't know, but I love the consistency of the gel of the body wash. So I use a lot. So I bought 6 body washes in total. I have I have 5 body creams, so that should also last a couple of months. Um, and I have 2 body sprays. Very, very pleased. I'm pleased with the way the creams smell. Um, it's just a bonus. I don't really care for the scents that much. I just chose the ones that came up first and the ones that were cheaper. Um, but yeah, this was my haul. I'm looking at my my desk right now. I'm like, this is a lot of stuff, but I'm not like I'm not looking to make any purchases for until like we run out of body washes, which I'm assuming will be by the next semi-annual sale. Hopefully before that there will be some like great sale on some of their Halloween stuff. I see that they're already coming out with like Summerween or like Halloween stuff, and I'm hoping to get some of them on sale. Like if I do run out of the body washes and the creams and stuff, and they have the $5. I don't know if it's $5.95 or $5. It's like the body care sale they have sometimes. I would say at that moment, if I do run out of all of these products, of course, minus these will probably last me another year. But yeah, I think for the next body care sale, I will definitely pick up some Halloween stuff if I run out of the creams and or the body washes. I mainly buy body washes from Bath and Body Works. Um, and by then, hopefully, I'll switch to a more like intensive skincare for like the colder months. But yeah, that was my part 2 of the body Bath and Body Works semi-annual sale haul. Um, yeah, thanks for watching. I had fun opening this with you.